Transports arrived at Auschwitz from almost all over German-occupied Europe. People were deported mainly in freight train cars. The journey to the place where the vast majority were to be murdered often took dozens of hours. The first transports of Polish political prisoners were brought to a railroad siding just outside Auschwitz I. Since the spring of 1942, the trains initially arrived on a rail siding located near the Birkenau camp. Along it, a wooden ramp was set up, onto which the deported people were herded out of the wagons. It was later replaced by a platform made of concrete slabs. The Jews underwent the selection process carried out by SS doctors, as a result of which the healthy and strong were sent on foot to the camp, while those deemed unfit for work were taken to the gas chambers on trucks or walking. Those deemed unfit usually made up 70–75% of the newly arrived transport.
From the spring of 1942 to May 1944, about 500,000 Jews, men, women and children were deported here from various countries occupied by Nazi Germany, from satellite countries and from the Reich territory. They went through the selection process here. In addition, also tens of thousands of Poles, more than 20,000 Roma and Sinti, and people of other nationalities were deported here. They were sent immediately, without pre-selection, to the concentration camp, where they could live as long as they were able to work. The ramp remained in place until the Germans completed a new railway siding in May 1944, which led almost directly to the gas chambers at the Birkenau camp. The decision to build a ramp at the Birkenau camp was already reflected in early plans for the expansion of the camp dating back to late 1941.
However, it was not finally established in a slightly altered shape until the spring of 1944, shortly before the arrival of transport of Jews deported from Hungary. Trains carrying deportees to Auschwitz stopped at the ramp, which was about 750 meters long. In the middle of the ramp, SS doctors made the selection of newly arriving Jews. From May 1944 to the end of this year, some 500,000 people were deported here, mostly Jews deported for extermination.